Hello there, welcome to this Scratch tutorial. I'm Echo Scratch Tutorials, and in this video I will be showing you how to make this fun but simple maze game in Scratch 3. So it's pretty fun. You can make the levels as complicated or as simple as you like, and it's a nice, easy project to do. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Alright, so before we start, you'll need to create a new project like I have here and delete the cat. We don't need it for this project. So to start, create a new sprite. Make sure you choose paint. And now we're going to draw the circle or the ball that you're going to control and read through the maze. So I'm going to pick a nice color. I like that. And we're going to draw a circle. A tip, if you hold shift while drawing it, then it draws a perfect circle. Don't make it too big, otherwise it won't be able to fit in the maze easily. Make sure that you drag it over the plus so that it's centered, and so that'll make sure it moves right. Rename it player. So now we're going to make the scripts that make the ball move. So we're going to use the arrow keys to make it move. So when up arrow key pressed, point in direction 0 in this case, you can just make it so that the arrow is pointing in the direction you like, and it'll fill in the number automatically. And move 10 steps. So now if we look in the stage, when we press the up arrow key, the ball moves up 10 steps. Nice. So now we have to do the same thing for the rest of the directions, right, down, and left. So when right arrow key pressed, point in direction 90, move 10 steps. And when down arrow key pressed, point in direction 180 and move 10 steps. And lastly, when left arrow key pressed, point in direction -90 and move 10 steps. Great! Now we have a way to control our character by using the arrow keys. When we press the up arrow key, it moves up. When we press the left arrow key, it moves left. When we press the down arrow key, it moves down. When we press the right arrow key, it moves right. Great. Alright, so now we need to create the maze that the player will need to guide the ball through. So we're going to paint a new sprite. We'll call it Maze. And now I'm going to choose a nice color. I'd like a red. And we're going to draw the maze. You make this as simple or as complex as you like. I'm going to make mine very simple. So yeah, I'm just going to use the rectangle tool mostly and move the rectangles around to make a nice simple path. So I think this is my whole maze actually. You can pause the video and make it more if you like. This is all you really need. So you can see that we go down here through the passage and up here. This will be my end point. So now we'll just do one script, which is when the flag is clicked, you go to X0 Y0, which means go to the center of the screen. This means that when we click the flag, the maze will be positioned correctly. And now the ball can be moved through the maze using the arrow keys, and then we can get to the end. Nice. But there's a bit of a problem. Since the ball doesn't know where the maze is, we can just go through the walls. And we can cheat. But we don't want that. We need the player to actually have to go the correct way. So we can do this by adding another script to the player, which is pretty simple. When the flag is clicked, forever, that means it just runs until you press the stop sign. If touching the maze, this will only run, the things inside of here will only run if it's touching the maze. Then move -10 steps. So now, if we test out the project, it looks the same, but we can't go through walls, which is good. So now we have to go the correct way. Nice. Alright, so this is the final step of the project. What we need to do is create a sprite, call it end, and make it a simple green rectangle. This will find when we finish the maze. So drag it to the end of your maze, which in my case is over here, and make this script. When flag clicked, wait until touching the player. So it'll wait until it's touching the player, and say you win, or whatever you like. And that's your whole project. But there are a couple of more things we want to add. So, first of all, when you get to the end, it does work. But then, when we press the flag, we're still here, so we can't play it again. So, we'll just make it so it resets every time. And we'll do this by stopping the project, dragging the player to where you want it to go, and doing the script. When flag clicked, go to, then you enter the coordinates. In my case, they're already here. And that's your whole project. I hope you enjoyed making this, and thanks for watching the video.